Yo, what's going on, guys? Houston Sports Talk back in the video today, and the Houston Rockets lose after a great win on Monday. They played great tonight, guys, but it just was not enough. And they put all their effort in this one, and it wasn't enough as the Raptors beat the Rockets 116-109. Another really close game with a really good team. It just sucks to see the Rockets play such a good game and see them fall apart at the end like they did tonight. We've been seeing that for the last couple weeks of this first 12 games of the season. We've seen the Rockets play really good, very well against good teams. We've seen them fall apart and have great first three quarters. And, in the middle of the fourth quarter, they'll just start to, everything will go wrong. But things didn't really go wrong tonight until the end of the fourth quarter. We had our chances. We blew it, and I'm going to talk about those chances. But first, let's go over the stats. You know what? Actually, we're going to go over the things in the fourth quarter that upset me. First, let's start with the second quarter because the Rockets started out. And by the way, this is 2 years in a row that we've lost. We've blown double-digit leads in Toronto. Last year, we blew a 27-point lead. This year, we blew a 12-point lead. So we're up by 41. I mean, not 41. We're up 41-29. And I know that's not a safe lead to have, but it's a pretty comfortable lead. And out of nowhere, it's now 44-41. The Raptors are back in it, and by halftime they have the lead by 3, which was not exciting to see. Just like that, the Rockets would be down by 3, and the Rockets struggled very much to get in rhythm in the third quarter. So at that point, the Rockets fall down to 10. They're down 78-68 in the third quarter, and I don't know what happens, but the Rockets just go on a run, and they find a way to tie the ball game with a 3 by KJ Martin to tie it up at 80, right? And I mean, if you watch the game, you know what I'm talking about, but I'm just trying to go over it. And eventually, the Rockets would find a way to take the lead starting the fourth quarter, as Daishawn Nix would hit a 3, and then it would be 89-87, and the Rockets now have found a lead. Then eventually, the Raptors would tie it at 89. Then they'd take the lead 91-89. Then Tari Eason got himself a great and one play. He had a great game tonight, and the Rockets took the lead back from the free throw 92-91. Then I think the Raptors hit a 3. Wait, no. Tari Eason's, then Tari Eason got fouled again, 92-94. Tari Eason got fouled again. This time he missed one free throw, and it was 93-94. And, so there were so many chances, and then the Rockets found themselves in a hole again, as now it's 106-98, I think? Might have been. No. Was it 106-100? I don't know what it was. It was 106-98, I think, and the Rockets got themselves a couple buckets. They got it down to 103-106. And this was one of the worst things that the Rockets did the whole game. They get a couple steals. They're in transition. Tari Eason missed 2 layups in a row. I'm not going to take shots at Tari Eason because he had 5 steals in this ball game. 5 steals. And he had 2 steals that got him down the hoop. It was some good paint defense by the Raptors, but Tari Eason should have made both buckets. You make both buckets. I think there was 3 transition plays at the end in the fourth quarter we should have made. You make all 3 of those buckets at the end, and you got yourself a 109-106 lead. I don't know if the Rockets would have still lost this game because at that point you got a 115-116 score and it's a close game. But those transition plays at the end, we're down by 3, and there was 3 transition plays. The Rockets blew them all. That was not. I know the Raptors are one of the best defenses in the NBA, but that was not acceptable. And with these 3 days off, the Rockets don't play till Saturday against New Orleans. We got to take advantage. They got to work on that because that was bad. And I think the Rockets would have won that game. They would have won this game because I think the Raptors hit like a 3 or something, and Steven Silas decided to call timeout. It was like, I think it might have been 90, think it might have been 99 to 106, and it was 103 to 100. It was 103 to 99, and the Raptors hit a three. Steven Slaw says he needs to call timeout. You get a quick two twos, and now you're a 3-point game, and then you had an opportunity to get three more of those, and make it a 3-point game. That frustrated me a lot. And then there was a lot of things that frustrated me down at the end of the game. Some bad calls by the refs, some bad things that the Rockets did. But let's move on to the stats. Jabari, he had a bounce-back game. I was a little bit impressed with him today. There's some things that I saw that I liked from him. There's some things I didn't like. He's still a little shy when it comes to shooting the ball. I was like how he was drawing fouls today. He shot the ball a little more today. It didn't really go for him. 2 for 8. 15 and 10, 5 for 6 from free throw, and 10 rebounds. So I think this is a bounce-back game for Jabari. I think it will continue to get better for him, and I think this is a step in the right direction. Şengün, I didn't want to talk about this. Şengün had a great game today. Had 17 and 8, and had 3 blocks and 1 steal. And we were not playing him in the fourth quarter. Looking at his personal fouls, he only had 2, so he did not foul out. I didn't miss anything. So for some reason, we decided not to play him in the fourth quarter. I get that the Raptors didn't have their center out there, so there was no point to really have a big man out there. So the Rockets went with the small ball for extra shooters. That might have been one of the reasons why we did that, but besides that, I don't have an explanation for that. But Şengün should be playing down the end of the game. Gordon had 10. Gordon was 1 for 6 for 3 today. That's not great. 3 for 3 from free throws. Now Kevin had a decent game today. Kevin had 12 points and 11 assists. A double-double, back-to-back double-doubles for him. He almost had a triple-double on Monday. And then moving on to Jalen, who had 21. Jalen had 21 and 6 assists and 6 rebounds. So good all-around game from Jalen. Off the bench, Usman Garuba had 4, 2, and 8 rebounds. 4 offensive rebounds. He was great at offensive rebounds tonight. Great game from Usman. He only played 14 minutes, so good effort for his limited minutes that he was out there. KJ Jabari with 13. He was when he was out there, he was doing all right. He hit some good threes, two of them. 2 threes that got the Rockets. Well, 1 3 was when the Rockets were up, and then the other 3 was to tie the game up. That was good. And moving on to Tari Eason. I like the way he was playing tonight. He looked really good. 4 for 5 from free throw. Had 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 steals. Tari looked really good. Besides those blown layups, could have had 18 points, but it is what it is. Rookie mistakes, and he had a really good game. If it wasn't for him, I don't think we'd be in this game like we were. He had 5 steals and was very good on defense. So good game from Tari. Garrison Matthews only played 4 minutes. I think he got hurt in this game. I think I missed it. I don't think I was watching. I think I was looking down my phone or something when he got hurt. I just remember the announcer saying that he needed an ice bag or whatever. But he had 0. Daishawn Nix hit a 3 to give the Rockets the lead in the fourth quarter, so he had 3 and two steals for Daishawn. The Rockets had 9 steals tonight. A lot of steals from the Rockets, 5 from Tari, 2 from Daishawn, 1 for Gordon, 1 for Şengün. The turnovers went down tonight, which I like to see, 16. So, it was a great game. Great defensive game from the Rockets. Their turnovers went down. 3-pointers, they didn't have the best night from shooting-wise if you compare it from the other night, 9 for 35. That's 25% from 3, and we shot 50% from 3 on Monday. So, definitely, we played a good game tonight, but it wasn't as good as we played on Monday night. But, these games are going to happen. Oh, let's get to the Raptors real quick. We're going to go real quick. Christian Kukuko, or however you say his name, had 5. OG Anunoby had 27. Scotty Barnes had 13 and 8. Fred VanVleet had 32. That was the killer in this game for the Rockets. He was all over us, and honestly, I'm going to be honest. Some of the things that the Rockets did early in this game, like they left OG Anunoby in the first quarter, like open for 3 threes. I know we ended up getting an early lead early, but I'm not saying OG would have missed all those. But if you think leaving him open, it was the stupidest thing. Maybe one, if you get on him twice after he's wide open, right? Then at that point you can get on, like, that'd be 6 less points for the Raptors, and it would be 6 more points for us with the layups. We'd win 115-110, which I hate to play the what if game, but at that point, if you could just do what you got to do. Like the first quarter was so stupid that they kept leaving OG Anunoby open. He kept knocking it down. So it was like he was Ben Simmons in that bitch. Okay, that was way too much. But they were treating him like he was like Ben Simmons or Russell Westbrook. Number one, OG is a good shooter. And number two, it just doesn't make sense to leave him open like that. If you already, maybe after you see it one time, you should leave him open. I mean, maybe I get it if you make a mistake, but after he makes 2 shots, there's no point to leave him a third. 2 is like, okay, you made a mistake. 3 is like, that's unacceptable to leave him open 3 times after he's that hot. I mean, it's like they think he's going to miss because he's made 2 in a row. I mean, and then Fred VanVleet cooked us too. That was not nice. That was the Rockets defense. They had a good game with steals and blocks tonight, but they got to improve. I know we had 7 total blocks, 9 total steals, but the shooting defense has to improve. Our defense with handling shooting is awful. Let's go off the bench. Oh, Gary Trent had 11. Boucher had 2. Achua had 4. He got hurt really bad. I hope the speediest recovery for him. That looked painful. They had to carry him out of the court. Not off the court. He ran off the court, and they had to carry him out to the locker room. That was hard to watch. Wish him the best. 14 for Otto Porter. He knocked some clutch threes in the fourth quarter that killed us. Like I said, the 103 to, I'm not going to go over the scores, but he had some clutch threes in the fourth quarter that killed us. And then Banton had 8. So, the bounce back game, I mean, I'm not going to say a bounce back game, but the Rockets played good tonight. They gave it all they had, and they're a young team. So are the Raptors. They're a young team too, but they have more veterans with like VanVleet and Cary Grant Jr. And they're a young team, but they're more experienced. They got OG and they got, but I mean, they fought against a really good defense tonight, one of the best defenses in the NBA, and I'll give them that. And they played hard, but it wasn't enough. And let's see what we can do Saturday night. Make some adjustments for the Pelicans game, which I don't know if we'll be able to win that one, but we can damn try. Rockets go to 2-10. They lose to the Raptors 109-116. Let's make some adjustments and let's improve. Definitely a good game from the Rockets tonight. Just wasn't enough. The turnovers went down, which I like, and good game from Green. He had 21. Good game from Tari. He had 14. Good game from Jabari. He had 15, and Şengün had 17. So that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out. Go Rockets.